Would you like to learn how to do a modified version of the 7-minute workout? This is a great workout that really you can do in 7 minutes. It was developed by exercise scientists, and the idea is that you exercise doing something that is strength training or aerobic exercise for 30 seconds, followed by a 10-second rest. Sounds kind of appealing, right? I'm Tracy. I'm a certified exercise physiologist, a nutritionist, and a yoga teacher. And I love teaching people how they can get the most out of exercise based on their individual needs. So this exercise program is pretty neat. It's a way that we alternate kind of like upper body, lower body strength exercises with an aerobic exercise with these little rests intermittently put in between. And I'm developing 2 versions of this. This version is a modified version that assumes that you're okay getting up and down off the floor. If you're not comfortable getting up and down off the floor, then look for the other version I made of this video where we don't do any floor work at all. But this one has floor work, okay? Just to warn you. So I'd like to tell you that you can go online and search for the 7-minute workout. There's a lot of scientific evidence about it. This is a little printout that I made of the original version with all the pictures. There's 12 exercises that you do in 7 minutes. Pretty crazy, but you can do it. And so you can print this out and put it up on your wall if that helps you. But something else I really like is there's an app. Actually, there's a lot of apps that you can download onto your phone, Android or iPhone version. Put the app on your phone and it gives you countdown timers and pictures of the exercises. So I'll kind of show you that as we go because I like to use my app on my phone. So there are some things I really like about the 7-minute workout. I like that scientists developed it. We use body weight for most of the exercises and very little equipment. So if you're limited by having access to facilities or fancy strength training equipment, you don't need to worry about it with this workout. Something else that's great is that it's easy to do at home. If you're short on time or if the weather's bad, great workout for you. Also, you can do the workout anywhere, even if you're traveling. You can just take your workout with you. It promotes the loss of excess body fat. It helps to prohibit the natural muscle loss that we see with aging over time. I don't know if you've heard the statistic, but we know that everyone loses about ½ pound of muscle mass per year after age 35. That can really start to affect our quality of life for simple things like getting off the toilet, carrying our groceries in, picking up our grandkids, all kinds of things. And finally, I really like that it can help prohibit or reverse chronic disease, like think, blood sugar dysregulation, hypertension, cardiovascular disease. Great benefits to exercise, okay? However, there's one problem with a 7-minute workout. One size doesn't fit all, and the program was kind of developed for people who are kind of already fit and don't really have any joint issues and can just do the workout. But for those of us who need an alternative to the workout, we need some modifications. And that's what I'm here for today. I'm going to show you how to modify this workout safely so you can get your workouts in, okay? No excuses. You got to get your workouts in. So let's get started with the workout. But I first want to remind you that anytime you start a new exercise routine, it's really important that you check with your doctor and get the thumbs up from your doctor about what you want to do, okay? Once you've gotten the okay from your doc, you want to warm up for about 3 to 5 minutes. That could be, some light calisthenics or some brisk walking, or maybe you just walk the dog around the block and you're going to come back in and do this workout, okay? But get warm before you do it. And then all you need to do is start your app or have a clock handy and the picture to work through the exercises, okay? So I'm going to stand up now, move my chair out of the way. I'm going to keep it handy because I'm going to use this for one of our exercises as a stability prop in just a minute. And then I'm going to start this app on my phone, and you're going to be able to hear the ticking sound because I chose to use ticking. This app lets me also have a voice kind of cueing if I want to, but I'm just going to go with ticking sound. So you'll hear this. Our first exercise is jumping jacks. So I'm going to set my phone off to the side, and you're going to hear chimes and ticking. And we're going to start with the first exercise, which is jumping jacks. Notice that I'm modifying these into what are called half jacks, where I'm just tapping my toe out to the side. I'm going to go ahead and lift my arms up above my head because getting arms up above the heart will help increase your heart rate and your breathing rate, which we want to challenge our body from that aerobic standpoint. I like this piece. If your shoulders bother you, you can modify this and keep your arms a little bit lower. Okay, next exercise, we have about 10 seconds to transition over to a wall, and we're gonna drop down into a wall squat. So we're gonna lower, tuck our tailbone under just a little bit, strong in our core. Keep your head lifted so you have a nice straight back. And we're holding this wall up. The great way, an easy way to modify this exercise is you can just lift up out of it a little or take it lower, it's your choice. If your legs are shaking a little, that's good. That's a sign of muscle fatigue. We like that. Don't be afraid of a little muscle shaking. So we're just listening to that ticking sound. That means our 30 seconds is up, and now we're transitioning down onto the floor or a mat for push-ups. We're going to do a modified version of push-ups, walking our hands forward and then lowering our seat. Shoulders slide down your back. You can keep your toes on the floor or cross your feet at the ankles like I am, and then we start just lowering into a push-up. You'll notice I'm not going all the way to the floor. So you can make these push-ups as deep as you want, little 2 to 4 inch push-ups, or you can take them lower, it's your choice. Try to avoid letting your seat pop up in the air like this. So keep that plank-like position to your trunk. There's our timer, 30 seconds up. So now we're just gonna flip over and prepare for crunches, lowering onto the floor. Put about an apple's distance between your chin and chest, fingertips on your thighs, and reach your fingertips up toward your knees, keeping your gaze on the ceiling and lower. Typically, we breathe out when we lift, we breathe in when we lower. Breathe out, breathe in. If your neck bothers you while you're doing these crunches, you can lightly support the weight of your head, placing your fingertips just behind your ears. Finishing those little crunches, we'll go ahead and stand up. And the next exercise are little step-ups. I have a little step I'm going to show you this on right here, stepping up, up, down, tap, alternating. Up, up, down, tap, up, down, tap. Now, if you don't have steps in your kitchen, you can just mimic this forward, forward, back, tap, forward, forward, back, tap, forward, forward, back, tap. Same movement, getting that aerobic part of the exercise in. Next exercise are squats. So we're going to use the back of the chair now just for a little bit of stability and balance. Shoulders down and real strong core. We're going to go ahead and start dropping our seat. Notice I don't have a death grip on this chair, but just light fingertips on the back of the chair. If I pull too hard on this chair, it's going to fall over, and I don't want that to happen. I can modify squats by deciding how low I go. Make sure you don't do this and let your knees come forward, but we want our seat to go back. Just check your form with that. Finishing that last squat, now we're going to strength train the back of our arms, the triceps. Coming over to the wall, place your hands straight out in front of you. Shoulders down, real strong stomach as we drop our elbows toward the wall and push away. Elbows to the wall and push away. Notice I'm keeping my trunk in a plank-like position, not sticking my seat out, not letting my belly soft. Try to avoid letting your arms, your elbows chicken wing out to the side. They go straight down, push away. Straight down. You can really feel that toning back of the arms right here. Finishing that exercise, I'm just checking, and our next picture is a plank. So we're coming back down onto the floor. Interlace your fingers and keep your knees on the mat. Shoulders slide away from your ears and tighten up your strong stomach muscles. Keep breathing as you hold this position for 30 seconds. You can interlace your fingers or place your palms flat on the mat. Also, another option, if your knees are more comfortable, you can cross your feet at the ankles. Keep breathing. Sometimes it seems like a long 30 seconds. There's the end, and we're going to come back up. And the traditional workout says that we're supposed to do high knee running next, but we're gonna modify that with windmills that look like this. Reaching down and tapping our opposite ankle with our opposite hand. We can do some to the front and some to the back. We can alternate front, front, back, back, front, front, back, back. Great exercise for the hip joint. Back, back, front. And there's our timer. So now we're going on to our lunge exercise. So we're going to hang on to the back of the chair, step 1 foot forward and 1 foot back, keeping both feet pointing forward. You decide how low you're going to drop down into a lunge. Light on the chair for balance. We want to get even numbers on both legs. So about halfway through, or about repetition 5, we're just going to step up and step the opposite leg back and make sure we get the even number. So we're strength training both sides of the body evenly. We don't want you to be out of balance. Finishing that last repetition, stepping the feet together. And the good news is we're down to the last 2 exercises. We're coming back to the wall for a unique kind of push-up. Dropping toward the floor or the wall and opening up to the side. So it's a push-up to the wall. Notice how I'm keeping my stomach really tight, my body like a plank. Not bending at the waist. It's that little push-up, rotate to the side. Little push-up, rotate to the side. And there's our timer. So our last exercise is a side plank, coming back down onto the mat, placing your elbow right under your shoulder. And this is called hook line the legs. We're gonna push the hip off. If you want, you can reach that top arm up high, or you can keep that top arm on the mat, helping kind of hold your hips up. At the halfway mark, and we do get a unique chime on this counting app I have right there. That means we flip over and get our side plank on the other side. Being careful to keep that elbow right under your shoulder. Keep your muscles in the middle of the body strong and tight, and we're done. So there we have it. You made it all the way through one cycle of the 7-minute workout, which is called, it's called a high intensity circuit training workout. So you can see how we kind of worked around in a circuit. A lot of people like to build up to doing the circuit, not just one time, but maybe 2 or 3 times, but that should be a gradual process. Here's what I recommend. You could start week 1, picking 2 days or 3 days out of the week, taking a day off in between, and doing this circuit workout 1 time. Starting week 2, you could try to go to 2 times through the circuit, still taking that day off in between, and see how you feel. I hope you enjoy the 7-minute workout as much as I do and benefit from it. I mean, you're worth it to take a little time out of your life to set aside for making sure that you're keeping your muscles strong and your cardiovascular system, your heart and lungs really fit. So thanks so much, and I hope you enjoy the workout.